Hello, welcome to another Verbus Diablo, where I, Camden Cornell, read to you from my book, Ars Granorum, The Six Seed Arts of Witchcraft. Today we start in the chapter titled Sympathy for the Devil. Now, to ask the age-old question, do witches deal with the devil? The answer is not yes, but it isn't no either. To understand where I'm coming from with this, some clarifications will need to be made. It is important to state from the get-go that this is a theology of analogy that I use to make sense of what I do. But it is not necessarily what other witches think, and it is not based in any deep teaching from anyone other than myself and the spirits I work with. It is a mishmash of Greek mythology, folklore, occultism, Kabbalah, and a retelling of Genesis that makes sense to me. This is something personal that I choose to share here so that the reader will better understand why I choose to do things the way I do. Firstly, we need to parse apart the devil, Lucifer, and Satan. They are not the same entity, though they have become interrelated through a complicated case of mistaken identity. The name Satan comes from the Hebrew term ha-satan, which means accuser or adversary, and is rather an entire class of angels, not just one. In some lore, the head of this order is an angel called Samael, which translates as venom of God, who is fiercely loyal to the Abrahamic God, and is considered the highest of angels and the archangel of death. He has also been described as the angel who rode the serpent into the Garden of Eden to tempt Eve into eating the fruit of the tree of knowledge, and as the consort to Lilith after her ejection from paradise. Though it is used as a name for the adversary of the Abrahamic God, the word Lucifer is the Greek word meaning light bringer, and has been used as an epithet for multiple deities, including Hecate and Diana. Lucifer was also considered a god on his own, the personification of the morning star or the planet Venus as it rises in the morning sky. It is due to the Vulgate translation of the Bible where the word Hillel, morning star, which refers to Atar, the Canaanite god of the planet Venus, is replaced with Lucifer. The story of Atar mirrors the Christian story of Lucifer very closely in that he aimed at taking the throne of heaven but was turned back and cast down by the might of the sun god. So the mistake makes sense to some degree. The term was later capitalized and used as a proper name in the King James Version of the Bible, which was sponsored by King James VI of Scotland and First of England, and completed in 1611. Since then, Lucifer has gained an entirely new life as a leader of the hordes of hell, the prince of lies, and the fallen angel cast into perdition for his insolence toward Yah, which was also mistranslated in the KJV and other Protestant Bibles as Jehovah. As for the term devil, it stems from the Latin diabolos, meaning slanderer, which itself comes from the Latin scandalum, stumbling block, temptation, cause of offense. A devil, according to Jeffrey Burton Russell, is the personification of evil in a variety of cultures, one of many evil spirits that tempt, test, and otherwise lead the righteous astray. These spirits, though, may also be less an incarnation of evil and more a mischievous pest, as in the case of fairies, or they may just be another culture's gods. The idea of the devil as the opponent in a soul-based tug-of-war with God is a Christian concept. In the early Middle Ages, the devil was more a stooge, a joke, compared to the absolute power of God, where in current Christian culture, the devil is the same as Lucifer is the same as Satan, the great adversary, nearly equal in power to the Creator, with whom he is forever at war. For many witches, the devil, Lucifer, and Satan are all something else entirely. In our coven, the devil, also called the Man in Black, is the great initiator, who brings each of us into the fold of witchcraft. Please do not confuse this with the Christian devil, Satan, Lucifer. For the witch, the devil is the old one, Old Scratch, Jennicott, Robin, Balberith, Old Nick, Black Tom, and so many other names besides. The devil is desire, the initiating power that draws the witch out of trepidation and sets their feet firmly on the via tortuosa. The devil is an aspect of the horned one, the Lord of the mysteries, the solvent and coagulating force that governs the manifesting powers of magic. This force has two natures and is androgynous, exemplified by the wild god Pan as the horned god, and the witch revolutionary Aradia as the pale goddess, which combine into a third energy, the higher self of the witch, or the tutelary spirit unique to each of us. The devil is us, and we the devil. In order to read more about my concepts on the devil and what I have learned, pick up a copy of Ars Granorum, currently on Kickstarter. We would love to have this book in your hands so that maybe one day you can read it to your witches as I am reading it to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon.